Welcome back, everyone. Want to apologize for the late updates this month, as I was on vacation in Colorado on my motorcycle for the last part of the month, so I'm just now getting to everything. So this is going to be our 2-year and final update of our ongoing 42-way ceramic coatings, waxes, sealants, products longevity test. Once again, we have had a lot of rain this past month, along with above average temperatures, and we're basically into the summer months now. So the last 30 days weather on your screen, as well as the 2-year lifetime of what this hood has seen weather-wise. We'll do a decon wash at the end here, hit it with a clay bar, see if we can revive any of these products. Just a spoiler, there's going to be a few surprises. So now we'll spray this hood down using Chemical Guy's Honeydew Snow Foam, rinse it, foam it again, wash it, rinse, and inspect any of the remaining hydrophobics before we dry everything off. As usual, check the links in the video description as to where you can buy these products, as it does help the channel out. I do also have awesome spreadsheets with all of the product info and everything in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, that information is on your screen here. If you're new to this channel, not familiar with these tests, I've been doing tests like these for about the last 6 years now, almost 7 years. And this hood sits outside of our shop here in East Texas 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, exposed to the elements, and we wash it and inspect it on a monthly basis until the last one fails. So here we are at the 2-year mark. This will be the final update. These tests are not possible without your support, and I'm purposely unsponsored, so I will promise to you that I will never accept money for review or a test of a product. Completely neutral, unbiased, and that 100% of these products are purchased out of my own pocket unless otherwise stated. As I said earlier, I don't do paid reviews for companies, and believe me, they have tried, because I want to know the real truth behind the best products out there. So with that out of the way, let's see how things are doing. If you recall in the previous updates, most of what's remaining is professional only. However, there are a few, which is good news for everyone else, like Quartz UK 3.0, Nanobond 9H, which is a very inexpensive coating, $20 to $30, something like that. I will preface that by saying that you have to be careful with some of these very inexpensive coatings. In my experience, the problem with them is the consistency. They're not at all consistent. You may have one that lasts a month and one that lasts 2 years, like what's happening here. So keep that in mind. John's 360 Avenger Drive Victory 9H, both of those you can purchase without being a professional, as is Quartz UK and Nanobond. But XPEL Fusion, that is their private labeled ceramic coating, and it is holding up just fine, but it's a professional only coating. So if you look at everything else, there's really not a whole lot of like anything that's immediately hydrophobic other than Nanobond products like that. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do Meguiar's Wheel and Paint Decon. We're going to spray it down, and then we're going to hit it. We're going to spray it down, wash it, and then we're going to see if that revives anything. Then we're going to later clay bar it and see if that brings it back anything. Spraying everything down with Meguiar's Paint and Iron Decon. We're going to let it sit and dwell for a few minutes and then wash everything off. You can see that there is some reaction there, a little bit of purple falling off of the hood. So there was a little bit of iron contamination on this hood. Could that be what is causing things to fail? Let's find out. So rinsing everything off, at first glance, I don't see any difference. Those that are failed still appear to be failed. Those that were barely hanging on, they also appear to be unchanged. But you do see the purple running off of the hood. So we did indeed have some contamination on this hood from literally sitting behind our shop for 2 years, being washed once a month. We do have a working farm here, so there are tractors and diesel soot and things like that that are being stirred up. Maybe that's what's some of that could be on here. Who knows? Yeah, I don't see any difference just doing a quick iron decon wash. Maybe IGL Kenzo bringing it back a little bit. Quartz Plus, maybe. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Even Meguiar's hybrid ceramic spray, just a slight corner where maybe there's some hydrophobics that have come back. All right, now on to clay bar. You can see that there is very little, if any, contamination on that clay bar. So let's rinse it off and see if there's any changes. Oh wow, yep, there's quite a few changes now. Let's start up at the top here. Colinite 915, brought that back. Oh yeah, look at that. SystemX 9H and the Diamond SS, both of those, brought both of those back. Not to the point where they're immediately hydrophobic, but pretty quickly. It looks like the Glossit 9H and 10H also. Yes, brought both of those back. So we'll keep this hood going one more month just to make sure that something in the detail spray, the clay bar lube, isn't affecting this, but it looks like the stuff that was really failed early on, it still failed. But the stuff that we are calling the winners, you know, the nanobonds, the XPELs, all those, they look even better. And then look at that, Meguiar's hybrid ceramic spray wax brought it right back. Wow. So a lot of difference. But now you understand why I don't do these type of decon washes or anything until the very end, because it can affect the outcome, as you can see here. So Adams, Mothers brought those back a little bit. So I didn't want to affect anything by doing any outside tests or circumstances or anything like that. Just want it to naturally progress with only the weather. CeramicPro, Meguiar's M688, that's discontinued. I wish they wouldn't have discontinued that because that was a good coating. Even the cheap Mr. Fix 9H, bringing that back a little. And then the others look even better that we're already doing okay. Quartz, Nanobond, XPEL, John's 360, Drive Victory, those 5 right there. And Quartz, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, did it make Quartz worse? So yeah, a lot of changes doing that. XO V3, which is no longer available. You have to go with V4, but V3 performing much better. Gtechniq Ultra, professional only, doing just great now. CeramicPro 9H as well. Looks like Kenzo, IGL Kenzo brought that back a little bit, as well as Quartz Plus. CeramicPro Sport, still amazing that it's holding on. It's a spray sealant. SPS Graphene, looks like it brought it back a little bit. So there, lots of changes just from a decon and a clay bar. Thoughts? Like to hear it. And you know, if you guys agree, have you used any of these products? Do you have similar findings? Let me know in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to thank you guys all for hanging on this long. This is a 2-year test. Took a long time, a lot of time, effort went into it. Thanks again. I have many other tests always running. And again, these are not possible without your support. So thank you again for all of your support, both viewership, subscribing, monetary, everything. Like to keep these unsponsored so we can find out what's the best. Thanks again, guys, and we will see you soon.